r/AskReddit by Keyboard Warrior comments. What is something we can all agree on being a D move? Taking someone else's lunch from the break room fridge. Or taking someone else's food out of the microwave mid-cycle in order to put yours in. Kid at my high school did that. Pretty sure he's a psychopath. That kid was for sure the asshole in college who took people's clothes out mid-cycle in the laundry rooms. F that kid. Throwing your trash on the floor. Especially when there's a trash can right over there. Littering in general irks me. If I'm hanging with someone and they litter, I quickly consider them a trashy person. Most of the time I'll tell them to just pick it up, but my mind about their character has already been made up. Literally an hour ago I was at a stoplight and the passenger in the car in front of me tossed a soda can out the window into the gutter. I could tell by the way it rocked after it landed it was still half full. Hey asshole, this is why this neighborhood is literal garbage and everyone hates it. Cutting in line when there's no emergency. Although I don't call people out on it, I'm always glad when there is someone else in line who isn't as timid and does so. The people who do those things are depending on people not speaking up. And you bet they'll get irrationally mad at the person speaking up. I call people out every single time. The most they can really say is, "I didn't know you were in line, calm down," then they slink to the back of the line where they belong. I do know a guy that called out a girl for jumping into the middle of a big line who responded to him with, "What are you going to do about it, you little b?" He couldn't really do anything about it. Oh God. My social anxiety is rising. How does one deal with this? Cut in front of her and say, "What are you gonna do about it, you little b?" Edit, I'm imagining it as her cutting in front of me. I'd probably just tell management otherwise, because the other people will usually back you up. It just takes one person to get the ball rolling. Beating another driver to a parking space, even though they were there first, with blinkers on, about to take it? Like in the movie Fried Green Tomatoes. Face it, lady, we're younger and faster. Ram's car. Face it, girls, I'm older and I have more insurance. I've appreciated that movie more and more as I've aged. Getting on the train before letting other passengers get off the train first. Same for the elevator. I was going down the elevator once. This one isn't too busy, but occasionally there will be someone waiting to get on when I get off or vice versa, but it's like 1/20th uses. Anyway, I'm going down and the doors open and this older, maybe 60s or 70s aged lady literally has her face at the door, waiting to get on. Startled me a bit, TBH, because she was like right square in the doorway. She moved off to the side a bit to let me off. At least yours moved. There's a lady in my apartment building that does this constantly and pushes her way past me before I can get off the elevator. SMH. Old people. Hold your ground and knock her over. This is standard etiquette in NYC. People rush you when you're trying to get out, you're free to shoulder ram them all. Or being the one passenger that failed to get up and leave at the right time, only to try and complain when people are already entering. Taking up multiple seats on public transit when you can easily sit in one. Caveat, it's fine if it's mostly empty. This is the worst. Especially if it's someone who put their bag on the seat next to them. I get it, you want your personal space, but we're all in this sardine can together, so we might as well compromise. Edit, let me clarify that this is when the vehicle in question is crowded. If there are other open seats, having a bag on the seat is no problem. But if somebody is standing because a purse or backpack needs its own spot of honor, then it's a D move. I ride the train to work most days and people do this all the time. However, I don't have any qualms about asking them to move their bags so I can sit down, and I've never had someone say no. Corollary, when public transport is mostly empty. Spread the F out, there is literally no reason to sit near to people unless you know them. I hate it when the train is empty and then someone sits next to me instead of any of the other empty seats and starts trying to have a conversation with me. I even wear headphones to avoid conversations, but nope. A few friends and I were eating. Bill came to the table, we all laid out our tip money, and my friend's boyfriend started pulling money out of the tip for his meal. The look on my friends' faces. I hope you stopped him. You misspelled slapped. Man, Bill sounds like a huge jerk. Reread it twice trying to figure out if Bill was the waiter or the friend before figuring out they meant the bill. Things YouTubers consider pranks, usually. Remember Daddy 05? Dude should be in jail. Those parents are in jail and had their kids taken away last I heard. I know about their kids being taken, but jail? Wikipedia says they are on probation. Not paying someone back or being difficult when you owe money to someone. Don't ever give out personal loans. Give out one-time gifts without expectation of repayment. If they pay you back, then you might gift again in the future. Otherwise, it's a one-time thing. Effing your best friend's girlfriend. Also effing your girlfriend's best friend. Also effing your girlfriend's sister or sisters. Also effing your girlfriend's parents. Also effing your parents' girlfriend or girlfriends. Also effing your girlfriend's boyfriend. Also effing your girlfriend's boyfriend's best friend. Also effing your girlfriend's boyfriend's parents. Standing up to get your bags and crowd the gate door because you're Mr. Big Shot just after flight attendants told everyone to stay seated so medical personnel could evac the guy at the back of the plane who just had a heart attack in front of his kids. Anytime someone ignores emergency personnel is thoughtless and selfish. I once got the finger from the car behind me because I moved to the shoulder for an ambulance to pass. Likewise, people who park in a fire lane. I hope they all get very expensive tickets. I had a woman pass me when I pulled over for an oncoming ambulance. The ambulance had to slam on their brakes to avoid a head-on collision. I hope that dumbass woman gets ticketed before she gets herself killed or kills someone else. Unfortunately, stupidity doesn't discriminate. Asking someone about something they know the other person doesn't get or have. And then like, oops, I forgot, you don't have any. Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't. Sometimes I wish you could just scream, I am the effing Dragonborn. I could scream you to death, you mud crab. Also, petty vampires attacking you when you're a bloody vampire lord. Effing fear me, bees. With a few friends drinking at a bar. Talking with a girl, I go to the bathroom, friends tell her that I'm gay. Girl lost interest in me. Doesn't seem like they're your friends. Not anymore, no, cut them off. Don't know if someone already said this, but not using headphones in a public place. JFC people do this in the sauna at my gym when it's full of other people and it drives me up the effing wall. Like, this is supposed to be a dark, quiet, serene place for people to relax, not some extra place for you to stream your goddamn YouTube trash out of the world's tiniest speaker. Your stupid phone came with headphones and they sell them at every drugstore on earth for under $5. Use them. Or even worse, playing your music from a boombox or speaker. Like Jesus F. There was a time where I was eating dinner at a late-night restaurant with some friends and there was a couple blasting R&B out of their phone. We just ignored it, LOL. Trying to merge onto the interstate and them speeding up, making you essentially stop to get on. If we both would have continued at the same pace I would have been fine to get on, but no. Also, doing 34 miles per hour down the on-ramp to a highway with a 70 miles per hour speed limit and holding up everyone behind you trying to get on that highway. I despise this because so many semi-trucks use highways and can't exactly drastically slow down on a dime or lane change on the fly, so I see my life flashing before my eyes every single time I'm stuck behind someone puttering along on an on-ramp. Taking 2 parking spaces so nobody scratches your precious car. At a mall with absolutely no parking left on Christmas Eve last year, I saw a brand new Alfa Giulietta which had done this, and been written on with lipstick and magic marker when I arrived. When I left, someone else had also keyed his door. Not me, I promise. What did the message say? Don't check the mall security cameras. The mall security cameras have been broken since 1996. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.